Welcome back. We are now tracking the terror attacks in Mumbai. Currently, a hostage drama is on with 2 to 3 terrorists holed up inside.
All right, Deepthi, we'll leave it over there as we see this footage of an area where an 11th attack, as it were, has or hostage scenario is taking place. Very few details from that particular area. But what you see once again, footage from the Taj Hotel in Colaba, where over 100 people are presently there. They are in a sense being held hostage. They can't come out of the building, even though they aren't they may not all be directly being held hostage by the terrorists themselves. People who were in their rooms have been told to stay put, shut down the blinds, secure the rooms. The intercom is how, and switch off their cell phones. The intercom is how the management of the hotel has been speaking to people in their rooms. We were speaking to a guest at that hotel, Deepak. We'll try and bring you excerpts of what he told us a little while earlier as well. The footage that you see on your screens is outside the Taj Hotel, and this is footage of the Indian Army personnel actually holding positions on the perimeter. The camera focusing in on a few windows of a part of the building. A large, substantial part of the heritage part of the Taj, one of the most well-known hotels in the country, in the world, one of the most easily recognizable landmarks in this entire country, has been damaged, very, very badly damaged. The Taj group of hotels has told us quite clearly that, look, every inch of the Taj which has been damaged has will be rebuilt, and that they remain defiant to these acts of terror. Now, just in terms of information, we are told that Paul Paulson, the global head of Unilever, was one of those individuals who was inside the Taj Hotel last night. We don't know if he's still in there or he managed to get out, but the Taj as a hotel clearly attracts the highest end of business clientele. What sort of impact will this have on India's international sort of standing, or its or how the international community actually looks on this particular incident, is something we're going to very closely follow. Those two men on your screens dressed in black are members of the National Security Guard. One of them, all of them are highly trained and skilled commandos, men very clearly trained or very specifically trained to deal with these scenarios. The pictures that you see now are of a large group of people who were held hostage, who actually managed to get out earlier on. Now, the situation, as we've been told by our sources, is that an impending attack is an attack by terrorists, an attack on the terrorists by security forces has been pending now for a long while. But it's also important to point out that in the case of previous hostage events, not just in India but around the world, it may be several hours, if not days, before something like this takes place. Now, is there a process of negotiations that is taking place? Is the government interested in negotiating with these individuals? Is negotiation a tool being used in order to free people? These are all aspects that negotiators, the government officials, security agencies are looking at presently. So while we are optimistic that this scenario will be dealt with adequately in the next couple of hours, there is no guarantee. This is in the hands of young operators and professionals who are leading this counter-attack at the moment. There are 100 people at least who are at the Taj, but the Trident Hotel, really, that's the area which we know so little about. The pictures that you see on your screens are of the terrorists. This reminds me so much of the Parliament attacks when we saw footage on that instance of these terrorists. But very clear pictures of these men holding AK-47 assault rifles, knapsacks obviously filled with grenades and ammunition. A large amount of ammunition these men would have been carrying in order to carry out this sort of sustained gun battle with security forces. Well, several theories also doing the rounds on how these men actually got into South Mumbai. Now, these are boats which they're thought to have actually come in, possibly to the Gateway of India at least some of those men. So they chose the sea route to actually get in. The area of the Gateway of India, which is in Colaba, directly opposite the Taj Hotel, is an area where there are lots of fishing trawlers. So getting in over there is not necessarily difficult. Well, let's just go back at this stage to Barkha Dutt. She's in front or as close as possible to the Trident Hotel, where there is that terrible hostage scenario. Barkha, can you hear me? If you can, go.
So yes, we're going to watch this space very, very closely, but I'm handing it back to you right now, Vishnu.
We'll continue to get you live updates from the rescue operations currently on at the Trident in Mumbai and also the Taj. We'll slip into a short break and see you right after that.